Nyawa Donna. Each year, many parents are faced with the task of choosing the right school for their children. In Ganawagi, we take education very seriously, and our schools have a lot to offer.
And now we go talk to the principals of both elementary schools.
Okay, agay ko ka, kasuwad ka.
The benefits of going to school in our community to me is, well, first and foremost, you're with people that you know, that have a sense of who you are, family, where you're coming from, and could more understand what your needs are. You know, because as a Mohawk community, in education anyway, as professionals, we have a sense that they are just like our children. So how do you expect to interact with your children? Well, first and foremost, there has to be a sense of love, care, and that you want to be able to provide the best learning opportunities for them. Because for me, if I would just reflect back in my own educational career, I guess, if you will, even though it was on the reserve, like there was not always native teachers that were there, and there wasn't always this sense of language and culture. So in retrospect now, thinking back what the kids have today, they have like so much going for them now. Parents should just capitalize on that, because I feel that kids need that when they get older. If they're grounded in their roots, then when those winds of change, if you will come and maybe toy at them, that they'll be solid citizens and be able to make sound decisions in whatever they want to do in their life. What parents can expect from Garinuna is, first of all, qualified teachers who care about students. We have a smaller student population. When we look at the maximum teacher-student ratio, it's like 16:1 is the limit. But sometimes, you know, the average is about maybe 13, 14 students to one teacher. Then plus all the support services that we provide, like the teacher resource, the services, a student counselor, you know, so all of the things that are required for student success is all provided here. So what you can look at in a smaller school is quality as opposed to quantity. The whole curriculum is based on the MEQ, because there are certain competencies that kids have to know in any school, in any grade level, that says every child should be accomplishing these milestones within a given time. But where we do have free rein then is like in social studies. You know, we teach some of our own history. Who are we? Where do we come from? Why are we here, and where are we going when we leave this place? So looking at education, and what we are trying to offer as Gariruna School is to look at all of that, because it's our responsibility to look at all of the needs of the child, and it's usually based on, you know, the medicine wheel, if you will, like the 4 quadrants, so physical, emotional, spiritual, and intellectual. The language and culture component, you know, like looking at the Thanksgiving address, the Ohondogari Wadekwa, the traditional teachings, our own creation story, and aspects of the Longhouse traditions, ceremonies, exposing our kids to all of that, so that they feel good about themselves. Because we've taken over our own education system, we, you know, have the best of looking at the two worlds and saying, all right, what could we do and what could we craft that will make us unique? K4, which essentially is nursery, is a door-to-door pickup. So the kids are dropped off at 9 o'clock and are dismissed at 2. Just some of the professional development that the teachers have received through the years, you know, is just to help them, to inspire them to love to learn, but at the same time trying to I get them to start to comprehend and speak and build that foundation for the language. So for this coming new school year in September of 2010, so far we have 26 students who have registered. So they still have till the end of August to register at Karinuna School. But there is a cutoff at 32 students, because what that translates to in the classroom is then that we have a maximum teacher-student ratio of 16:1, as opposed to on the outside where you're like 25 and 30. When I get visitors come to a school, a lot of times they're always amazed, like this, it seems so peaceful and quiet, and like, you know, there's a certain atmosphere, and it all has to do with promoting and being part of what I feel like is extended family, because essentially we are. You know, a student may forget what you have taught him or her, but a student will never forget how you made them feel. So it's to always try to, you know, promote that sense that of love and care, and that we're trying to do the best of our ability to give the kids the best educational opportunities that we can.
Right now our program is bilingual, trilingual. There's one day French, one day English, and Mohawk every day. Presently we're working with the high scope curriculum and methodologies, which teachers were trained in last year. We're going to continue to train them this year and follow up probably next year also. We're looking at a lot of problem-solving strategies with the children, rather than other forms of discipline. Okay. Of course, if there's somebody who really needs something extra, then we have all the services available to provide that. Our nursery right now is one classroom with the teacher is bilingual, so she does one day English, one day French. Kindergarten, the children are going into two different classrooms. One is English and the other is French. So the two classes just switch every day. The children get used to it. Parents always get nervous. How are they going to adapt to two teachers, two rooms? Within 2 weeks, the children are into the routine. And parents are really feeling good about it. Some are requesting, what are we going to do with grade 1 now, because their children are getting advanced in French. And then it goes back to French as a second language, so we are working on that. Some are looking for more Ganyageha. Parents seem to want it all, and we try to provide it all. This year we've got 235 students. Okay, that's from nursery to grade 6. We're like 50 staff members. So there is a very good teacher-student ratio. We have a highly qualified staff. All teachers are certified, whether it be with the teacher certificate. The rest have either a bachelor in education or a master's, or some other certification in special education. We have different events in the school which are culturally based. Part of the curriculum is culturally based. There are teachings on the festivals, even in nursery, kindergarten. It's carried over, it's in the regular classroom and carried over into Ganyakeha. A lot of the teachers are native from town, and I think that makes a difference in the interactions, because we're all concerned about the future of our community. Location is another, I think, a plus, that the students are here. We do have preschool starting at 7:45, daycare, and after school until 4:30. And we also have an open door policy where parents are invited to come in at any time that they feel like. They're welcome in the classrooms. That's an opportunity that doesn't exist in other schools, that parents, I don't think, can just walk in and go sit in a classroom, but they can here. The communication with teachers is like that, again, is pretty open, that people can come in at any time and ask to meet with the teacher about any concerns. By March break this year, we're going to become, just like Survival School, 100% smart, where we'll have smart boards in every classroom, which is a bonus that you're not going to find in any other schools. We've got more services than any other school. As I said, our student services team is quite comprehensive. We've also got a family support worker, we've got the psychologist, the school nurse. We have a Skunnakowa room where students go if they're not feeling well or they have a problem that they'd like to discuss, or if there are issues, they're also help to resolve them. Although we've had our registration dates from February 1st to the 12th, we do take registrations up till we fill the classroom. So there are about 3 spaces open in nursery at this time, and kindergarten we might have room for 2 or 3 more students.
Throughout the year, we'll be looking for individuals within the school system to host the show.
Contact Kahnawake Education Center if you think you can handle it.
Tune in each Monday and catch Educating Kahnawake Rono.
Don't miss a new episode every month.
Thanks for watching. I'm your host, Francine Chapman.
And I'm the co-host, Troy Lauder. Peace out.